Hello, Falcon Paladin viewers. Thank you for the raid, Falcon, to get us going.
Yeah, absolutely. You're always welcome for the raid. I was playing some Mass Recall out there.
Hmm
James Rayner died a couple times because,
So, what
scouts
is
are good against battle cruisers.
what is Master Recall? Because I see you playing Protoss, but you have the Hyperion, and I'm very confused.
Yes. So Mass Recall is the Brood War campaign recreated inside of the StarCraft 2 engine from 2012, a couple of years
Okay.
after StarCraft 2 came out.
hmm
And so, yeah, it's just one of the missions where Jim's tagging along, trying to save his buddy, save his buddy Zeratul and Tassadar. And so you just have the Hyperion as Protoss, but then like both of the custom campaigns that I've played this year have involved just mass scout balls showing up out of nowhere.
Right.
They're just like scouts don't exist in StarCraft Brood War enough. Here,
Mm.
scouts. It's like, oh, so I just can't ever make carriers or battle cruisers. Okay, I guess
Uh-huh.
that's fine. Yeah.
The,
So that's what
okay.
happened.
Okay.
James died because the scouts showed up and ignored everything else and just wanted him dead. Which, I mean, I would do the same thing against a hero battle cruiser I was playing against. I'd use all my scouts to kill him too. So
Seems like a fair trade on this side. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Really effective. And as I was saying to chat before we ended it there, um, like scouts are good. People say scouts are bad, and like they're bad against certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point is that scouts are really good against capital ships to the point that you will never see a battle cruiser against Protoss in the history of professional StarCraft because scouts exist. You'll
Mm.
never see carriers against enemy Protoss because scouts exist.
Yeah.
So they're too good in certain situations.
Uh-huh.
But their ground attack is definitely bad, yes. So,
Well, good
I
luck.
mean, unless, yeah. It's like, yeah. Unless.
Unless.
Unless you have so many scouts and there's not really a lot of ground stuff there,
Right.
then you're fine.
Right. Oh, bless you, buddy.
Excuse me.
Big
Goodness.
sneeze.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Treating you
Big
like my
sneezes.
cat.
Yeah. Aw, who had that big sneeze?
I got up this morning to go to work, and I was in the bathroom, and he comes out. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, meow, let me into the bathroom, meow. And I'm like, all right, fine. Come in. And the first thing he does, he walks up and sneezes on my foot. And I'm like, okay.
I need you as a sneeze target. How am I going to sneeze if you're not around?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm here.
That's awesome. That's very good. Oh, well, good. Yeah, so Master Recall's fun. I'm playing TIE Fighter as well out on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's been exciting as well. Never played that one before. Apparently, it's the only Star Wars kind of flight sim game. Well, it's considered the best Star Wars flight sim game that actually has a story.
Okay.
Because there are some that are just like, kill this Star Destroyer, good job. Now kill this other one, good job. Kill the space
Right.
platform, good job. And it's just like there's no actual story there, you know. It's
Well-
fun, but
What about the most recent one, the Squadron one or whatever? Is that good, or did it not have a story?
yeah, it has a story. It's got a campaign. It's good. It's good.
The old
Just
one's
people don't
better.
think it's as. Yeah, I think
Okay.
the 1994 TIE Fighter story is better. So,
Fair enough.
I mean, in fairness, Squadrons is EA. Like, has EA written a good story in anything in the last 20 years?
I mean, games. I gotta find a list.
Yeah.
See what they've
It's a
even put
lot.
out.
FIFA?
I mean,
No.
in the last 20 years, that's actually a huge list,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
Um,
I'm making a statement here.
so you've got everything from like Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Mirror's
Ooh.
Edge, Dungeon Keeper, Dead Space, you know, a lot of
Yeah.
great games, and then Sims and you know, Titanfall.
Right. Although, like with Dragon Age and Mass Effect, they're both BioWare, and then EA bought them.
Yeah.
And then people are pretty convinced the story took a nosedive after EA took over. So
I mean,
I don't know if we
but
can say that's EA story writing.
but even though EA later bought the studio that made it, they did publish the first games the entire time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like-
EA as a publisher doesn't count.
Well, I think it
You have
does.
to make the game. right?
Did,
The publisher has no say in what the story is. They don't
what's
hire writers and
I mean, I bet if EA is the publisher, they own the studio, they can make a lot of demands. Isn't that what we're saying by the stories fell off after they bought the studios, right?
well, okay, but again, difference between being the publisher and being the owner of the studio, right? I think so. Like the
Probably.
relationship between a publisher and a game studio is different than a game studio who
So
has been acquired by another party.
sure. If we're looking at just what they made, then that's a significantly different, like,
Mm.
a lot of things. So we got to rule out BioWare, Kryptonite Games, Stainless Games. EA Montreal made Army of Two. Wow.
Okay.
EA Dice made Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Okay.
EA LA made Command and Conquer 4, Tiberian Twilight. Mirror's Edge, it's still kind of good. Tiger Woods, PGA Tour Online. What a story. Wow.
FIFA for the last 30 years.
EA Philharmonic, I've never even heard of them, but they made Lord of Ultima, a defunct free-to-play browser-based MMO RTS.
Is it Warhammer? Did you say Ultramar?
No, Ultima.
Ultimar. Ah.
Ultima.
It's like,
Yeah. Like
oh, Ultima.
Ultima.
Yeah. I know what Ultima is.
Yeah.
Okay. They made
Um,
an Ultima game.
apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
EA Black Box made Skate 3.
Yeah, I mean, none of these are giving me, wow, the story writing in these was amazing vibes. So I think I'm right. I
maybe.
think I'm right. I think
Maybe.
EA sucks at story, and 'tis the nature. Again, the Squadron story is not actively bad. I'm not like, man, that sucked. It just wasn't great, and that's okay for EA. That's like as good as they can do, I'm pretty sure. That's like their ceiling is, oh, that was good.
EA Salt Lake made the Monopoly Streets game in 2010.
Ooh. Wondrous. I
What
didn't know
a-
there was an EA studio in Salt Lake.
Neither did I. That's why I
No
pointed it out.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah. EA Brightlight made Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 for like the PlayStation 3. So does that count as their story?
No.
Okay. So licensed things also don't count. Made Risk.
Not really.
And also not a story game.
I mean, they're not Rockstar. They're not BioWare. They're not CD Projekt Red. Like, they're just not any of these studios, and it's fine.
I'll be honest, I don't think of Rockstar as a narrative company. I know people like GTA 5's story, but I mainly consider it to be a multiplayer platform.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Sure. That's
Really good.
Technically Rockstar, sure.
Yep. What do you mean technically Rockstar? That's as Rockstar as GTA is.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. For some
What the
reason,
internet says.
it absolutely is. But it's just in my head that it doesn't feel the same.
Well, because it's a wildly different game than GTA, right?
Well, they're both open world,
Yep.
third person,
Yep.
sandbox. Just one's Western, one's set in a city. Wow, so different.
That is true. That is true.
Yep. All
Okay,
right.
well, I'll stand by my statement then.
Well, Red Dead
1994's
Redemption.
TIE Fighter has a better story than anything EA has ever done.
Sure.
That's
That's
it.
fair.
That's the point.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, this is interesting. Red Dead Redemption was made by Rockstar San Diego, Rockstar North, Rockstar Leeds, Rockstar New England, a studio called Double 11, a studio called TBA, and Double 11 / Cast Iron Games. And then by the time Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, all of those were merged into just Rockstar.
Wow, makes sense.
I don't know what Double 11 is, and I don't know how you can have a game listed under TBA for a game
Right.
that came out how long ago?
Maybe that's the name of the studio. Maybe they're
Oh,
like, we're gonna be clever.
that would be funny. No, but it's just for the December 2nd, 2025 re-release for things. Apparently, I'm looking at this
Oh,
weird. Yeah. Um, yeah, Double Eleven worked on the 2023 release and the 2024 release. Double Eleven slash Cast Iron Games is doing 2025 with a yet to be announced developer.
exciting. Okay,
Oh, it's funny.
that's funny. All right. Enough talking about EA. They don't deserve this much attention.
No, God, no.
Let's talk about Valve. Can we talk about
Valve.
Valve for a minute?
Yeah, so Half-Life 3's been announced, right?
Yeah, it's coming out next week. We knew we had it in them. All
What?
these years, we never gave up hope.
Wait, okay. Everyone is to go back to Rockstar for a moment. Everyone's clamoring for GTA 6. What
Yeah.
do you think people would give more of a shit about Half-Life 3 coming out on the same day as Rockstar as GTA, or GTA coming out on the same day as Half-Life? Like, what do you think's
No, GTA
There.
is a much bigger franchise
You
at this
reckon?
point. Huge, 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 huge.
Oh,
But
I'm
personally, Half-Life 3.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
So they've announced a bunch of new hardware.
they have.
This is the actual announcement. What have we got? We've got a little mini console PC.
Mhm.
Yep, it's a little cube. The front cover is replaceable. It's apparently 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. Wow.
I mean, is it a PC or is it just a gaming console?
Well, it runs Steam OS, which
So does
can,
the Steam Deck.
right, but I mean, you can use that as a little mini PC if you want. Like it'll do. If you want to go check your emails, you can. Like it can do.
Really?
Yeah, it's just Linux. Like,
But SteamOS in particular is like, here's an email client.
no,
Here's a web browser.
Here's a web browser. Yeah, you can do
Okay.
anything you can do in a web browser.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there have been other gaming consoles that have had. I think the Wii had the ability to browse the web in it too.
So did
Right.
PlayStation 2, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
Right. So I'm
But-
I'm just quibbling here. I don't
Right.
feel like it's a PC.
Okay, but what's the line between PC and a console? Is it just plugging in a mouse and keyboard? Because you can do that with this, I believe.
No, I think PC is a machine intended for doing PC things.
Define PC things.
Uh, browsing the web.
Okay,
and
check. PlayStation 2 is a PC. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
My phone is a PC. Yep. My phone when I was in high school is a PC. We're going
Yeah.
back 14 years. Yeah.
Right. And that's the problem is these days everything's web-based. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what are some things you can't do on a browser? It's like nothing. Everything is on a browser these days.
Right.
Fair enough. Huh. Anyway, so yes, they're releasing a little box. You can play games on it. You can check your email on it if you want. It's just a beefier Steam Deck, which is cool.
Neat. Great.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep. Can you
Well-
plug your Steam Deck into a monitor?
Yeah, it's got HDMI out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think I saw Pez talking in the Discord server the other day and saying, I just use it as a desktop gaming machine more than anything else.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very much intended to be portable, but it can just be basically a desktop gaming situation, too.
Mine is entirely portable. I wouldn't plug it into a TV. Mainly because it's the same experience I had with like this Nintendo Switch when it came out, which is it's a like barely 1080 or 720p monitor, right? And then trying to get it to output at 60 frames per second on like a even bigger screen, it's just like it's not worth it. It's really
Nightmare.
not.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing like Jackbox Party Pack, not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've got that. They're releasing a new VR device.
The Steam Frame.
Ooh.
Genuinely tempting to get. I'm really looking for a new VR device, especially since I have a Meta Quest, which is like a plug-in one, and it works really well. But it also, like, when you launch it, it's like, hey, would you like to sign into a Meta account? And I'm like, no. And they're like, okay, great, we're going to brick your device.
Does Steam make you sign into their devices with Steam?
I mean, if you want to use your Steam VR library, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to play any of the games I own, yeah.
Right. So I'm saying Steam does the same thing.
Sure, but I didn't have to use a Facebook account when I first got it, and then later they were like, yeah, you need one.
That's
And
annoying.
yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
Did you ever get the Index? That's the
No.
first VR thing that Valve did, like in 2019.
No, I never got an Index.
Okay. Because I heard that was really good, but not. I don't feel like many people got it. I think the price point was a problem.
Yeah, probably. Steam Index.
Anyway.
What's Valve Index? Yeah, it was like $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was really good though.
Yeah. Hey, it came with Half-Life Alyx.
That's worth it then. $1,000 and Alex, let's go. Still haven't beat Alex. Ugh.
Neither have I. But
Yeah.
I want to. I don't have the space to like get behind my PC to plug in cables, and if I get a wireless one, I can stream it from my PC to the game while I'm in the lounge room or something. It's only one wall away. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
that's
can
what my kid does.
trip
He
over the
He
cat.
wirelessly streams it to the basement. So
yeah.
yeah, totally cool. Yep.
Ooh. So looking
We'll
forward to
do it
that.
next week, one of these days. Yeah.
One of
Is there
these days.
something else they were releasing, or just those two?
No, there's also the new controller,
Right.
which I looked at the old Steam controller, and I like even on the Steam Deck they have those touch squares. Hate
Yep.
those. Awful. So I will not touch the Steam controller.
Fair enough. They
Yeah.
still haven't figured it out.
Yeah. I don't like. I get that you can have a D-pad there, but I don't think you need a D-pad and thumbsticks and then these touch directional pads.
Right.
I feel like putting a hat on a hat. You know.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're good at a lot of things, Valve, but they're not good at controllers for some reason.
For some reason.
They're just trying to reinvent the wheel. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody else, except for Nintendo, everybody else is like, got it figured out.
Yeah, actually, I did. I think I watched the like a release trailer for this or something, and it specifically described the the thumbsticks as being anti-drift sticks, right?
Oh,
Specifically
yeah.
calling out that their thumbsticks do not have drift in them, unlike Nintendo's products.
Unlike Nintendo's. And what's annoying about Nintendo's is it's not like this complicated issue that they can't figure out. It's just they've cheaped out on some parts.
Yep.
It's like if you just spent a little bit more money per controller, you could fix this problem. And they're like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
The bean counters said no.
No.
So deal with drift, losers.
Buy
Yes.
another $60 pair every 2 weeks. You know.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, and even with the Switch too.
Mhm.
Same problem. Amazing stuff,
Same
Nintendo.
problem.
You hate everybody. It's the worst. Anyway, so good job, Valve. I mean, if they wanted to coordinate some kind of Half-Life 3 release with the release of their new Steam PC, then I wouldn't say no to that. I'd allow it, I think.
I remember listening to a podcast many years ago that suggested they release the Steam machine with Half-Life 3, Portal 3, and Left 4 Dead 3, and Team Fortress 3.
That would be amazing.
Instant market share on every corner. Yeah. I don't see it really
One day.
happening, but you know.
Yeah, me neither. One day, perhaps. One day, perhaps. Keeping my heart open for it.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyway, good job, Valve. Ultra in chat says Outer Worlds 2 is out now.
Yes, I'm having a lot of fun playing it. It's still good.
Excellent.
I'm definitely doing more of a like do everything run because my playtime is getting well above the like time to beat 12 hours. I'm at like 16, and I'm like I feel like I've got like a lot more to do. I mean, even if I was to just like beeline it at this point, it would be like couple hours still, at least. Right?
Do you feel like you're sidetracking a lot, like a lot of
Yeah.
side quests?
Yeah. Tons.
Okay. Okay.
Loads. Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like side. Are the side quests interesting, or are they like go get a thing and bring it back?
I've definitely run into ones that are like, hey, go find 10 magazines that got stolen from me, right? And it's just like
Yeah.
all over the place. And as you do other things, you find them. But on other
Uh-huh.
ones are like, hey, we invented rocket boots. You can have them if you help us because they'll give you double jump. But you got to
Yeah.
collect them off that corpse down there because
Yeah.
I think I told you about this. He just like, I
You
believe I
did.
can fly, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I just like I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for a little more than FedEx Quest in 2025. Like we've been
Right.
doing this for a long time,
Right.
guys.
No.
If most of your quests are go here, pick up a thing, and come back, like why? Why are we doing this now?
Uh huh.
A little more creativity, please. Yeah.
Pad out the runtime, obviously. That's why.
I know. Look, if it's like 10% of your quests are fetch quests, fine. I get it. But I'm just saying if like half or more, it's get back on the horse, man.
I think it defines like how you do the fetch quest. If it's like, hey, go to the shop across the street and buy me a Nuka-Cola in Fallout, that's a pretty shitty fetch quest. But if it's
It is.
like, hey, go get me the firing pin from Megaton's nuke that's down the bottom there, that's essentially a fetch quest. But figuring out a way to get like access to the nuke or someone who has the expertise, if there's a number of ways in which you can approach it, that's fine for fetch quests for me. All right,
Agreed. That's fair.
like I'm not gonna
Yeah,
complain
on
about
board.
that. No,
Right.
yeah. I will say I'm been a little disappointed. I'm running with one of the first optional NPCs you can pick up, and she's very much like the corporate lady who's like, yeah, I just quit my contract and I'm running freelance with you, but it's just to like pad my CV with a bunch of heroic shit so the corporation will take me back and give me a
Right.
better deal. Like I want to negotiate a better contract, and I haven't really been able to like talk to her and be like, you realize the corporations are taking advantage of you at every step, right? The game just isn't really giving me enough dialogue options to really persuade the character to break her out of this habit.
Right. But do you think you could?
I think I should
Do
be
you
able
think
to.
she's? Ooh, interesting.
I think I should be able to. And maybe it's still
just feel
coming
like
at like close to the end of the game, or when I do her second side quest or whatever.
Right. Like companion quest.
Yeah, the companion quest, because that's how they've done companion inventory and gear now. It's like you do one of their quests and they get a buff, and then you do the next one and you get another buff, essentially. Instead of having to like sit there and go, okay, what weapons do I want my companions to have? And then you're managing 3 inventories instead of just your own. It's really streamlined, but it also means you can't upgrade your companions pretty much at all until you've gotten to a point where you can do their next set of quests,
Right.
which might be hours.
Yeah, it's annoying.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. But yeah, I should be able to change their opinions on something. I have 9 speech. I'm putting points
Yeah.
into speech. I should be able to.
9 out of
20.
okay.
I think it's still a lot, right? Right? You start at 0. Like let's not
Yeah.
let's not pretend it's not,
Okay.
I'm not putting
I
points
get
in it.
Yeah, not min-maxing speech, but it's a decent number.
One of the flaws that I have is like the jack of all trades. I can only put a point into a skill that is the lowest skill I've put points into, or a new skill.
Right. Right.
So that means I have 6 skills, and every level up I get 3 points. And so every 2 levels up, they all go up by 1. And
Yeah.
so I'm level 19, and everything's at 9 basically.
Little slow going.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
But so far, like I've got lockpick and guns because you need to be able to kill stuff. Sneak because I want to do a ton of sneak attack damage. At 9 lockpick, I've only come across like 2 things I haven't been able to pick, and it's like okay, I can still kind of get access by doing something else, or I can just I'll leave that. It's fine. It's not a
And shoot the door off the hinges.
Kind of, yeah.
It's not usually how they let you do that in these games. No.
No, it's more like, oh, you didn't lock the front door? Okay, we'll just sneak in through the roof, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Nice. Glad you're having a good time with it. I might have to pick it up when it's on sale. I think we established.
That'd be a good way to do it. Good way to do it.
Good.
Good. Fun piece of news. Too Many Losing Heroines won Best Animated TV award.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, I liked it. I don't know if it was the best.
Apparently it was the best. New Type Anime Awards has begun, and apparently it's a Japanese film. Not film. Well, an award. And Too Many Losing Heroines won. So,
Okay.
yep. That's fun. Just thought I'd,
Awesome.
make sure everyone
Is that
remembers.
coming back? Have we established that?
I don't know, but it should. Too Many Losing Heroines Season 2. It has been announced, apparently.
Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought you said you'd announced, or you'd heard it was announced, but good. All right.
Yep. Excellent.
Excellent. Been watching this with my daughter. Kakaguri?
Kakaguru. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that series is appropriate for your daughter.
Okay. I mean, first couple episodes have been fine.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But you're saying it gets a little more MA than T?
Yes. I
Noted.
I personally think there is a couple, like, she's 11, right? Off the top of my head?
12.
12, yeah, okay, I was close enough. Yeah, no, right.
Okay.
Hold on, let me just go to IMDb and see
Yeah,
what
you're
the
good.
and see what the parents' guide says.
That sounds wonderful. So yeah, this is an anime where there's some private school out there somewhere in Japan where the kids learn all day, but after classes are over, all they do is gamble for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And in the first 2 episodes, I've not seen a single teacher. I haven't seen a principal. I haven't seen any administration at all. Nobody exists. These kids are just out here gambling their faces off in all kinds of games. And the student council exists, who apparently are the most powerful organization on campus, so that's exciting. And a new character shows up on campus and starts beating everybody, and that's as far as I've gotten in the story. So
Okay.
there you go.
So, content rating, parents' guide. Sex and nudity is moderate. Violence and gore is moderate. Profanity is mild. No drugs, alcohol, or smoking. And frightening and intense scenes, mild.
Okay.
So, I feel like it would be very hard to suddenly be like, actually, you know what? No, you can't watch this show without making them intensely want to watch the show. So just enjoy it, I guess. And,
It's a fair point.
answer questions or be like, turn it off if they like, why are they making that face as people touch them?
Okay, I'll do that and I'll report back next week. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not great.
I think it does get better later on. Like,
Okay.
it kind of, the first couple of episodes, it feels a bit world buildy where you have to kind of just buy in on the whole premise that people gamble and everyone cheats at a game, and but you do. It's been so long since I watched the show. I could probably actually look up when I did watch it. It'll take me a second to find it, but I feel like I remember being more attached to the characters later on.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
Because like right now, every character is either like a sad sack loser or like an insanely competitive gambler whose entire personality is gambling and there's nothing else to them, which is like, well, that's not super interesting.
I don't know that necessarily changes.
Oh no. Yeah, I was worried about that.
Okay, this doesn't tell me when I watched it. That's annoying. Just that I did, and I gave it a 7 out of 10. My anime list lists its rating guide as R. It's an R-rated show. Just FYI.
Gotcha.
It's not
Okay.
M18. Yeah, that's why. I could have sworn this had a completion date on it, but I
When did
am.
it come out? It says.
But yeah, it says when it came out. That doesn't mean I watched it then.
Oh.
Yeah, it aired 2017.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. I don't think I've seen the sequel though. It's like a season 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of the most interesting thing about the story so far is that they keep track of how much money each student has.
All right.
And like, it's not necessarily gambling winnings, because if you're just a rich kid who has a ton of cash, then like you're at the top of the standings, right?
Sure, but also if you like lose a bunch, you end up with like a dog collar, and like that,
Yeah.
that doesn't change how much pocket money your dad's giving you. You know.
Okay. Because okay, I felt like it was more about net worth than about everybody has a
That
sum of money, and if you lose too much, you're toast. You know?
No, kind of. Like obviously the kids that just have a ton of money, I don't know, they seem to be able to like win more, maybe is the idea, or that they're able to buy their way out of punishments, maybe.
Yeah.
Or
that's what I'm feeling.
just because like if you like the punishments are really like if you rack up a debt, like you can bet more than you have. To like if someone raises the pot, you can match it even if you don't have it, and that's where you just incur debt. And so rich kids never have debt. But
Right. That's that's what I'm interpreting so far. But
yeah. I think that like the main protagonist dude, like the point of view guy, he does not have a ton of money if I recall correctly.
No.
No.
Well, you meet him and he's like insanely in debt and can't get out. So
Right.
yeah.
It's been a while since I watched this. Maybe I'll give it a rewatch. We mentioned Broadchurch last week, and so I'm rewatching Broadchurch. That's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
It is so good.
I did watch the first episode. He did it. It was him, you know, because that's
Yeah.
just how my brain works. But I'm like, I'm gonna try to enjoy this anyway, you know. I did find an interview with the female lead. I can't remember her name. D.S. Miller. She plays like the cop with David Tennant.
Yeah, it's
Olivia.
Yeah, I know. She's a legend.
Oh, she's fantastic. Yeah.
Olivia Colman.
Coleman. That's it. It's always the surname
Yeah.
that gets me.
too.
She went in for like not a table read, but like a audition, I guess, and they had her like read the first episode script, and she went, "Oh my god, that's amazing! So who is it?" And they told her, and she was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Went home. 20 minutes later, she got like a text being like, "I'm so sorry. Don't tell anyone. We're gonna film it without anyone in the cast knowing who the killer is." So she was the only one who
Nice.
knew for the entire filming.
That's cool.
Even
Yeah,
the
Olivia-
killer didn't know, which is weird.
Yeah, that's weird. You'd think you wanted him to know, or her to know.
Yeah, or them.
Yeah, them.
them.
Yeah. Anyway, Olivia Colman is a legend. They dumped her in the stupid Secret Wars TV show that the MCU did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. I was like, Olivia Colman, what are you doing slumming in a Disney Plus MCU show? It's like they probably backed the Brinks truck up to your house and said, have as much money as you want. But still, Olivia Colman.
You know what really annoys me? I'm looking at her filmography. She's in the Barbie movie in a deleted scene. They cut her.
Ugh, they cut an Olivia Colman scene?
Yeah.
That's horrendous. I'll never forgive you, Greta Gerwig.
Apparently she played herself, so...
Well, that's fair. She's a legend after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Everything I've ever seen her in, I haven't seen a lot of British TV or movies, but everything I've ever seen her in, I'm just like, yeah, she's the best.
She's very good. Very good.
Yeah. She can do it all. She can be funny. She can be deathly serious. She can be dramatic. She can be anything. She's the best. Anyway, Broadchurch, fantastic.
Yep.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Oh! Well, there's a couple Warhammer things I want to get to, but what do you have?
Oh, I was gonna say, playing cards has overtaken my life, and I need help.
Oh, we need to stage an intervention?
Maybe. Um, I have a lot of cards just off camera, just there. There's a
I
lot.
believe you.
I'm going to try and sell some League of Legends cards that I bought.
Holy hell, you do have a problem. What are you doing?
So that they're using the art for Arcane, and I'm like, okay, if they weren't using Arcane, I wouldn't have cared because it's League of Legends. But so I
Fair.
bought 2 boxes, and I pulled all of the cards. I didn't like save any to try and keep for 20 years. And if I can sell all the cards, the 21 cards that I've got that are worth any amount of money, apparently, I can make more than double what I paid on the boxes. So
Okay, it's an investment.
it's an investment. Will I do that with the Secret Lair Magic the Gathering Tattoo Edition? Flesh and Blood? Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, of which I bought a lot. I also bought. I was just gonna make a joke and like do something funny to like ruin your day, but HoloLive playing cards, and then I opened this to get the packs out and realized I bought a booster deck, like a pre-made deck and like sleeves, and so that's worthless to me. I even
That's what
bought.
you get for buying HoloLive garbage.
Yeah, that's kind of on me. Turns out there's a promo card in it worth more than the box, so I might still make money anyway.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like you're winning. I don't see what the problem is here.
The problem is I want to put them in order, Falcon. I want to
What?
collect. I want to collect all the sets and then put them in order in a folder and have one of all the cards.
Have you been diagnosed with any mental illnesses about OCD, perhaps?
No.
Have you been checked out?
No. Also no. I can prove that I'm not actually OCD. These are my 2 Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy folders. Whoop! I nearly dropped one. So this one is upside down because I accidentally opened it up and started putting cards in upside down, and after I put about 100 cards in it, I'm not pulling them out to fix them. Right? So they're still in order,
Fair.
you just have to open it up the other way around. But
Okay.
I think if I was proper OCD, I would have to fix that.
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. I just think this compulsion to get all of the cards and put them in order that's the concerning part. Yes, I agree with you.
I just want to collect this full set, like the Pokemon, right? Like, you just gotta have all of them. One of everything.
I don't know.
Or
But
2
how
of
many
everything.
decks statistically do you have to buy to do that?
Okay, for the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set, there's 1,100 cards, and you get 15 in a pack.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's RNG. You get
Right.
random cards in a pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what you're saying is a lot of cards, maybe more, depending on the RNG.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me go to my. I have an app to collect and keep track. I have of the. I think I've gone through all the cards I've gotten. Out of over 1,000 cards that I've opened, I have 476 unique. Well, more than that, a little bit. So for the collection, it's 1 normal version and then 1 foil version of all the cards. So it's technically 2 of all cards. So I need 2,000 cards, and I've got about 500.
Okay.
Yep.
Progress?
It's progress. I'm probably not going to buy a lot more packs, if any. I'm just going to slowly over time buy the ones that I'm missing off eBay and build it slowly over time. Impulse control. What's going to kill me is at the very bottom of this set is a bunch of Chocobo cards from Final Fantasy. These ones are colored, and the cheapest one is like $1,000. The most expensive one is $130,000.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That'll do. That's an obstacle towards completion.
Because it's serialized, and there's only 77 of them in the world.
Woo! Yeah, that's about as rare as things can get in collecting.
Yeah. So,
no.
So I'm gonna have an almost complete set. Just
What's the point? Like, why go for almost complete Somicron? Just
you think I should go for the whole hog? Is that what you're
No.
saying?
I'm saying just don't bother at all.
Well, my theory is some rich idiot in 10 years is going to be like the next Jake Paul or whatever. He's going to be like, look, I bought this rare Magic the Gathering card for $1 million. And then he's going to want the rest of the set. And I'm going to have that and be like, look, on eBay, you can buy the rest of the set for a mere 80 grand. That's the long-term game plan.
Sure.
Yep. But I need to
Thanks
have...
to inflation, in 10 years, 80 grand will be about
Right,
$5.
that'll be a cheeseburger. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm aware, but I'm assuming in 10 years I'm going to want a cheeseburger.
Society will have collapsed.
Right.
But you'll have a cheeseburger. Ultra is also surprised by League of Legends cards. There are cards for everything, Ultra. Literally everything. Name a thing, there are cards for it now.
There is a set of cards that I want to buy, but I'm just not going to. That is the Divorced Dad's Collection set. Like, someone made a fake game about, like, taking your kid to the park because you're a divorced dad, you know?
Yeah. No, he's on Instagram. My kid sends me his Instagram reel sometimes. Yeah.
They're funny. I like those cards.
They are funny.
To be fair to the League of Legends one, they only started this, like, I pre-ordered the first set. These are set 1 cards that I've got. They literally came out at the start of the month, right? So,
Fair.
it's new, but yes, there's cards for everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even StarCraft.
Oh, also, if I wanted to try and pull one of those serialized Chocobo, the pack alone is going for $250 a pack.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, not happening. Anyway, let's move on from one of my crippling money addictions to the other one. Let's talk about Warhammer.
So, lore update in the Warhammer 40k universe, Omicron.
Yeah, our boy Titus is captain again.
And how did that happen?
Acheron died. And Guilliman gave him a promotion.
Off-screen.
Off-screen. Yeah, I mean...
In a sentence.
I mean, just to nitpick, every character that's died in a book has died off-screen in a sentence.
I know. What? I know. Why do they do it this way? You have books! Like, if Warhammer was just tabletop, and they're like, we have these named characters, how cool are they? And then, like, we just have little codex entries that give you lore dumps, and they died. Oh, okay, cool. You have books! You have video games! Some of the characters are in the video games. Kill them in a game or in a book. You don't have to do this. Okay, that's my rant. That's all. They know. They just choose to do it this way.
Yeah, I'm going to try and play devil's advocate and say,
Okay.
Horus died in a book. It not in a book. This was a white. Okay, so what we're talking about is Acheron and Chiron. Acheron was the captain in Space Marine 2. He's the guy who can only spare 3 men for every mission, with the heavy Scottish accent. And Chiron was one of the companions in your squad. They have died off book, off game, in in a White Dwarf article. Like, it's essentially a blurb about a thing that happened.
Can I read it? It's not very long.
I don't think that's all of it. I think I've seen a longer version.
Okay. Well, the basic gist is they made a noble choice to sacrifice themselves to kept the Gene Stealer cult bottled up, save the world and a vulnerable sector from certain doom.
Yep, a heroic last stand. Yeah.
Against Tyranids. Now, what's funny is on Reddit, a lot of the people responding are Tyranids fans, and they're like, "Hell yeah!
Yeah.
We finally did something!"
That's the other side of the coin, in which Tyranid players are like, we're a threat to the galaxy, but we've killed 0 named characters. So there's no pleasing everyone.
So funny. I love it.
But what I will say is the Horus Heresy was originally a sentence as long as that.
Yes.
Right?
I know.
So they can still expand on this later in like 26 years.
It's so stupid. It's stupid. There has to be somebody in Games Workshop who's like, we don't have to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
We have other venues.
Mm-hmm.
But the people in charge are just like, nope.
Look,
This is not at all how this is going to happen.
so here's the weird thing. This got announced because there was a small video that got released of Gilliman promoting Titus
Yes.
and being like, look, this thing I mentioned in a book 10 years ago about regathering the 500 worlds of Ultramar from back in 30k. Titus, I want you to go do that. Didn't I put a bunch of other people in charge of that? Sure did. But
they all failed, but
They-
you're Titus.
yeah, so you're now captain again of the 10th company. Not the 10th company, the second. Second.
Second.
Yeah. I've got 10th company on the brain. For the Night Lords. But so okay, it's great. Okay, great. We have this little lore video about whatever Warhammer the 500 Worlds is. I don't know what that is. Is it a new TV show? Is it a new game coming out?
Oh.
What is Warhammer 500 Worlds? Is it
What if it's
a book
What if it is the new TV show with what's his face?
with the Astartes guy?
Yeah. Well, no, with Henry Cavill.
Oh, that would be interesting. But
Yeah.
I think Henry Cavill really wants to do something where he can play a custodian. Or, because he's a
okay.
big Custodes guy. So I think he wants to be Trajan Valoris, maybe.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, something.
Something.
Didn't say what it is.
Didn't say what it is, so I don't know what it is. They can still absolutely go back and be like, okay, Space Marine 3 is a thing that's coming. Maybe we'll get this as like a prequel, right? Like, this little bit will be
Sure.
like a little prequel that you get to play, where you play Chiron and Acheron doing a heroic last stand We Will Die, which will be a great homage to the start of Space Marine 2, where you play as an unknown Space Marine and you nearly die, and it's like, whoa, you're Titus. You're the guy from the
Right.
first game, yeah.
Right.
But this time you just die.
Yeah. And you know you're gonna die. Like, it's spoilers, is what it is. If you ever want to do this in a game or in a TV show,
Yep.
then it's like, every Warhammer fan knows what this is. There are no stakes. There's no drama. It's like, okay, Acheron and Chiron are here. Tyranids are attacking. They're toast. Like, there's no sense of can they get out of this, you know?
Why write the Horus Heresy at all?
Well, no. Yes. Right? But you don't have to do that for everything. Like, I get it. I get where the Horus Heresy came from. This doesn't have to be the exact same way.
It doesn't have to be the same, but there's also so many characters that if you wanted to kill a few off, someone's got to take the White Dwarf article. You can't have a book for everything. You can't have a game. Games are expensive to make, you know?
Yeah. I guess.
Would you rather they had given us nothing and just said, well, you'll find out? Like, we've re-promoted Titus to captain of the Ultramarines, second company. There's already a captain of the second company. Don't worry about it. You'll find out
That's
later.
the other thing. He doesn't have to be the captain of the fucking second company. There are other companies he can be captain of, you morons.
All the companies have a named character already.
Ah. Well, that's the problem.
I can pull out a book just back there and read you all their names.
Well, how many of them have been in Space Marine 2, though?
None. Just the captain of the second company and the chapter master.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's another captain out there that no one cares about. He might be named, but if you dumped his death in a little blurb somewhere, there'd be less of an outrage about it.
I don't think the outrage is that Acheron died. I think it's Chiron that people really care about.
Okay, fair enough. Same point.
Kind of. But Titus didn't get promoted to Chiron, right? They very specifically...
Right. Chiron didn't have to die.
He didn't have to die at all.
Right.
Chiron... Oh, and Acheron. Imagine if Acheron was like, I'm going to take a gap here at the Death Watch. Yeah. And then, okay, Titus, you get to be interim captain of the second company. Ta-da! I've solved your problem, Games Workshop.
See, it took you 2 seconds. It's not that hard. Oh, anyway, I just thought that was funny. Reddit was ablaze with that today. I was having a good time reading people's reactions. Especially, again, the Tyranid players who are seriously like, first win!
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, because Tyranids are like this unstoppable Xenos threat that consumes entire worlds, and yet they never actually win anything, so good job, guys.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
it's hard to write stories where the unknowable mystery alien horde that just eats and consumes everything makes for a conclusive or satisfying narrative ending, you know?
Yeah, but it's a downer ending. Like, that happens. Stories have that all the time. Where, yeah, these guys were out in a fishing boat and a hurricane came up and they all died. The end. Like, it's sad and it sucks, but it's a story you can tell.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's like a lot of cold openings, and as we'll get to, there's one in the Soul Hunter.
Yeah.
There's very much one of those, but I don't know about doing it for an entire faction.
But that's all it is. There are no sub-factions in the Tyranids. The Tyranids are a giant hive mind.
There are sub factions in the Tyranids.
Are there?
Different fleets. So Hive Fleet.
But they all have gene stealers, and they all have the same parts to them.
Sure, sort of Space Marines.
And they all have the same goal.
Yeah, I mean broadly, but here's the thing. So there is a book, one of the Kaifa's Kane books, where they find Tyranids frozen in ice, right? And they're like, "Oh my god, these Tyranids are 6,000 years earlier than we've known Tyranids to be in the galaxy. This is wild." And they defrost them and do a little Jurassic Park, right?
Of course they do. It's the Imperium. Of course they do.
Of course they do. And these Tyranids don't recognize the other Tyranids as being the same thing. They fight each other. You end up with different factions of Tyranid.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
well, that does make them more interesting.
I mean, purely to necessitate a tabletop game where Tyranids can fight Tyranids. You know.
Okay, fair. Just a matter of utility. That's all it is. Hives Kane's like, God damn it. I had to find Tyranids so that Tyranid players could play against Tyranid players? That's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Warhammer world at the moment.
Everyone's collectively losing their shit about this.
So, Ultramar didn't lose all of the 500 worlds since the heresy. Yeah?
No. But, like, going back to the Dark Imperium books where Gulliman, like, puts other people in charge of reuniting them, a lot of them had, like, just... They didn't lose the world, they just weren't considered to be one of the 500. They, like, became independent or, like, they aligned themselves in a different subsector or whatever. Like, they were on the fringe, and now they're like, oh, we were never part of Gulliman's 500 worlds. I don't care what your old maps say. We've got a trade deal that says we're not, you know?
So it's the initial 30K crusade. It's go out there, find humans who are like, we don't recognize you, and then murder them until they do. Awesome.
Well, no, yes and no. Gulliman, before the Emperor came along, did a little mini crusade and had 500 worlds, right? Whether or not he beat them into submission with blunt force trauma is up for debate. Like, you know?
Maybe he was just so charming and so diplomatic that not one of them refused him.
Maybe some did, I don't know. But, like, he's also supposed to be, like, the greatest statesman ever, so...
Yeah.
Supposedly he brought a lot of them into alliance through diplomatic relations.
Sure, I get that, but there's always going to be people who are like, we do not care about your diplomatic abilities. Fuck off.
Right, and, you know, he's a demigod of war, so he did what he does. But anyway, that was pre-Great Crusade. Emperor comes along and goes, hey, You made a little mini empire. That's great. I can absorb all of these at once at no losses. I'm gonna call
Awesome. Good
that
job,
the
kid.
ultimate like sector or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And over 10,000 years, worlds have been lost because of war or
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, because
legitimately
galaxies
lost, right?
in flux.
Right.
Right.
But some of them have just been like, no, we were never part. Like, we remember history differently. We were never a part of the 500 worlds. And
Right.
that's what Titus is being tasked to fix is potentially worlds that are in open rebellion or have just been like, no, we were never aligned with you.
Yeah. So it's a mini Great Crusade. It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
it's robbing the Imperium of itself. These worlds, like, even the worlds that are like, no, we're not part of the 500 worlds, are still Imperial held worlds.
Okay, I see what you're saying then.
Yeah, this is like
So
saying
why do we
Hawaii.
care?
This is like Hawaii saying, no, I was never part of the United States, and the United States going, yeah, you were. I was there when it
Why
was
does
written.
Sure, but why does Gilliman care? As long as they're
Um,
part of the like, in this state of the galaxy, if they're Imperial worlds, that's a win, man. Like
he
Chaos hasn't taken it, Tyranids haven't eaten it. Thumbs up.
Right, but the problem is the Imperium makes war on itself just as much as any outside force does. And so Gulliman in the Dark Imperium trilogy that we read ages ago is like, I shouldn't have disbanded the like, I don't remember if it's the legions or he says something like, I should have left the 500 worlds as a united collective to be like an example for everyone else. And he's trying to bring that back together. Mainly, I personally think it's because he wants his own little mini fiefdom again, right? Like, just Ultramar and, like, the 6 worlds in that system isn't enough. He wants 500, you know?
He doesn't want the whole Imperium, but he wants his 500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he recognizes that if he acts too much as, like, the regent of the Imperium, he can touch off a civil war because he's not cool with the ecclesiarchy. And a lot of people don't. A lot of, like, humans. There's an entire, like, after he leaves Terra, there's like a civil war on Terra for people who are like, fuck off, Primarchs don't rule. It was this guy that wrote that, you know?
Yeah.
So he can only flex his power so much, and I think he wants a place where he can do that. Where he's just like,
Right.
there might even be like a White Dwarf article someday in 20 years. It's like, and Gilliman subtly tried to shift the political power of the Imperium from Terra to Ultramar.
Ooh. Okay.
You know, that would be wild and fun, and I think a really hard book to write, but the kind of thing that would fit in a White Dwarf article or a Codex entry.
I'd read it. I think it'd be great. And maybe it's just nostalgia. Maybe he's just like, man, when things were good, I
Yeah,
had the 500 Worlds of Ultramar. It was awesome. I missed those days. I want to go back. Right?
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also probably misses having 500 worlds worth of collective organized industry that he can rely on to be like crank out Imperial Guard, crank out Space Marines, crank out armor and weapons.
Ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's nice. Yeah. I mean, that would be. I mean, I'm guessing here, but that would be definitely one of the biggest powers in the galaxy immediately if you got the 500, right?
probably depending on like what state they're in, what kind of resources they can get, what the like High Lords of Terror are tithing, like the Administratum tithing from those planets, whether or not he can get away with not paying them and just subverting all those resources. It's a messy question to try and figure out.
What are the other powers in the galaxy, though? Like what? Like in just sheer ability to generate war, right?
So we're talking within the Imperium, like as a sub faction, like if we're
We're
like,
talking about the known galaxy as a whole.
oh, okay, so you want to know about like the Tau or Squats and Drukari and
Yeah.
well, the Gulliman as the Imperial Regent can probably draw on more the entire Imperium than he can 500 worlds specifically.
Yeah. I
So
get that.
like I don't think the 500 worlds will strictly compare, but it used to be
Okay.
like a legion recruiting ground, right? Like it was one of the 20 legions bases, basically. All
Yeah.
500 worlds.
Which explains why there were so many Ultramarines and there's like 10 Night Lords. because they had one world.
And they
Yeah.
blew it up. Yeah.
And they blew it up. Oh, Night Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. Should we move on to book?
Yeah, let's talk about the book. What did we read, Falcon?
We read Soul Hunter by Aaron Dembski-Bowden. It's a Night Lords book, book one, in an entire trilogy about the Night Lords
Ooh.
that Omicron finally got the wheel to land on after trying to rig it for like 6 months and failing. It was amazing.
I didn't try to rig it for 6 months. I tried, like, for an hour on a weekend. it's, it's not, like...
No. The space on the wheel has been growing steadily for a long time.
Oh. I thought we were talking about, when I admitted that I would...
Not the actual rigging.
I would have rigged it to never land on it, because the bigger it gets, the funnier I find it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Not that one. The other one. The other rigging.
The other rigging. Yeah. So, what did you think? This is one of the most well-regarded books, especially for, like, Chaos Space Marines.
Fair.
Online, what did you think?
So, really well written. I mean, it's Aaron Dembski-Bowden. It's going to be good. I'm not going to find problems with the writing. I will say it's interesting. It's yet another book where a space marine is on a ship and he's like, boy, I'm sure different than everybody else here. Like, is this the third one in a row? Like, the third character in a row where it's like, I am different. Friggin' Soul Hunter himself is like, well, I'm not going to be touched by chaos. Screw you guys for giving in to the demons and being friends with the blood god, and I hate you. That's never going to happen. It's like, oh, you're the very special boy. Got it.
I mean,
And again, it helps to make somebody like that a POV character in a chaos story. Because your character is just a freaking corn adept, and all they care about is blood and skulls and killing. It's not a very interesting book.
Right.
Okay, so I get why, but it's just, yeah, I was struck by that. Okay.
I mean, if we compare him to Kaon is still like, let me bind some demons. Like, what could go wrong? And
That's true.
That's
true.
Talos is like, fuck off, you warp monstrosity. You pilot the ship, and like, I'm gonna go wake up your boss. He is absolutely no respect for any warp shenanigans, really. Like,
right.
Even Kaon, who is a psyker, is like, well, yeah, you know, you gotta make do with what you've got, and what I've got is demons.
So you're right. Kaon is further down the chaos line than Talos is by a lot. That is very true.
So to that point, this book takes place near, like, 40k, near Gilliman returning. That's the Great Rift opening. That is the crusade that Abaddon talks about in this book. He's like, I'm gonna go attack Cadia. That's when all that happens. And they're like, yeah, we fled Terra into the Eye of Warp after the Horus Heresy at the same time as everyone else. We only popped out about 200 years ago. Like, we skipped 9.5 millenniums worth of time.
Whew. Yeah.
They're just catching up.
Right.
So,
which it's a tough world to try to catch up in, man.
Yeah. So what we actually get is a handful of Space Marines, most who are like either fuck you warp powers, or I'm trying to resist this because I still don't fully understand what it is. I don't have 10,000 years of experience in worshipping Slanesh to know why I can feel other people's fear, you know?
Right. Well, it is this. It's probably not Chaos Taint. And everybody else is like, yes, it is.
Well, they're like, it's Chaos Taint. They know it's Chaos Taint, but they're just like, what do I do about it? How do I stop it? Do I dive in? They're just like, I'm just going to try and be me. You know? I'm not going whole hog on this, because they don't have 10,000 years of slaves to darkness, you know?
Yeah. But, like, they're hanging out with the Black Legion. Like, they're with a bunch of people who have more experience with all of this chaos stuff.
True.
But, again, the one time we get interactions between the Black Legion and the Night Lords, it goes very poorly, so...
Right. The Night Lords also want to flip everyone else off. They're like, yeah, the Black Legion, they're kind of our friends. Other Chaos War bands, they're at least on our side versus the Imperium, but we don't trust them. We're not going to be ruled by anyone else, you know? And we get
Yeah,
a lot
well,
of why as well.
yeah, and then Abaddon's like, we can bring Talos over and make him one of our conjurer dogs. That'd be great. It's like, what? Like, just no respect at all for Talos or the Night Lords. It's amazing.
What I really like about that scene is we get apparently very pure aspect reflections of the Chaos Gods coming to talk to Talos directly.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was really neat. But I really like. I think it's Nurgle. He's just like, you don't want my powers, and I don't want you. Fuck off.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Because
Yeah, Abaddon arranges for somehow to have each of the 4 ruinous powers take a look at Talos and offer him something to try to get him to turn to do the warp stuff. And yeah, like a couple of them go like you'd expect. They're like, "Hey, Talos, here's all this power you can have. Here's all this glory. Everybody will think you're the best." And he's like, "I don't want any of that." And they're like, "Ah, well, that's what I'm offering." So
I guess no deal. I really, in my head, I really pitched that as like a Shark Tank meeting where
Yeah.
Talos is actually the investor. Like, he's the Mark Cuban. He's like, no deal. You know, I will not offer you my soul for 25% of your power. You know.
That's what it is. Yeah. So the overarching theme of this book is the Night Lords are alone. They don't really have any friends.
No.
They've got some places they can go, but there's a good chance they'll be killed when they go there. They're gonna get betrayed by everybody. They're just out there floating on their own. They have no ability to replace losses. If they lose a Space Marine, that's pretty much it. They harvest the gene seed, but they don't have the tools or the expertise to like make a new Space Marine with it.
They don't have the bodies. Like they don't have
Right.
they don't have the children to make new space.
They don't have
Marines.
any harvesting going on.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a little subplot in that the Voidborn is like a 10-year-old girl. She was the first child managed to be born below decks on this ship, the Covenant of Blood, and it's like, oh, they have one child to make a Space Marine out of, and it's the wrong gender. You know?
Right. Like, yeah. And I mean, who knows if it was a boy, if he'd be compatible with it anyway. So, yeah. That's why you need a lot for this to work. Yeah. They're just, I don't know, they're hapless, man. These poor Night Lords just out there. They're good fighters. They got a lot of pride. They got a lot of spirit in them. But at the end of the day, they're just dying off. Like, if this trend continues, they will be gone within a relatively short amount of time for 40K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad times.
Bad times.
Yeah, and like the Exalted, right? Which is, I guess, the captain of the ship. I wasn't clear on his position exactly.
He is the captain of the ship and the former captain of the 10th Company. And also now part demon. Yeah, but he is captain of the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, and he hates Talos because the Exalted has been giving into this whole demon thing. He's letting a demon ride shotgun. And he's basically like, Talos wants my job. And maybe he felt that way before the demon came in there, but it's really bad now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just, Talos is on a ship where the captain wants him dead. Or like gone somehow. And he knows. Like, he knows that. And just his whole existence, he doesn't have any friends. Like, the closest thing to a friend he has are the couple dudes in his company that he can kind of talk to, and his slave Septimus. Like, these are the best relationships that he has in his entire life. It's really, really sad.
So part of Talos is, I feel like, he still sees the Exalted as his captain, and it's like, well, you don't kill your captain, right? But he's also like, I see that we are running out of people. I can't kill the captain because he's too useful in the position that he's in. Like, as leading the ship, he is an exceptional void commander, but he's also a space marine, and we don't have a lot of those left to just kill in a coup, you know?
True. But when you're trying to be killed, sometimes it's kill or be killed, man.
Well,
It's hard.
it's not even necessarily kill. Like, he was happy to, like, he openly states that his plan was to collude with Abaddon and try to whore him out to the four powers. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, if we could
Yeah.
just turn him, get a demon up him, that'd make everything
Right.
a lot simpler.
Yeah. Right. Which Talos definitely does not want.
No.
And part of the reason, I'm not sure if this is ever explicitly stated, but Talos doesn't want it because he's got the same future vision powers that his Primarch did.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And he considers them to be a pure, untainted, like, source of vision. Yeah.
Right. Right. I'd really feel like if he didn't have that, if he was just a run-of-the-mill space marine, by this point he would have accepted chaos at some level.
Maybe. I mean, it's Talos definitely has an upper hand that he can see the future, and that, like, oh, if I just
Sort of.
if I well, yeah, sort of, but if he can see the future where he's never a chaos marine in that he has a demon up him, then he can always just know that he can say no and it'll work.
Right.
It's a good confirmation bias for him. It's working in his favor. But they do point out that even Conrad Kurz's visions didn't always come true, and this was news to him. So it might be news to him that saying no might not work forever.
Ah, that's interesting. But yeah, my original point is, if he didn't have the future telling powers, I think he just accepts chaos.
Maybe. I mean, he was also, like, a former apothecary. He was essentially the closest you get to a doctor for the Space Marines.
Yeah.
And, like, chaos might be too unknowable and ununderstandable for him to really ever accept it. It might be more likely that if he didn't have the future telling stuff, it's not that he accepts chaos, it's just that he's a much more disposable tool for the Exalted. Like, he just kills him much faster.
Right.
Like,
where that happens.
he doesn't
Totally.
he doesn't have any reason to kill him, to not kill him. Like, he's not useful in any way as an apothecary if they don't have kids to make new Space Marines.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, keeping your existing Space Marines fairly patched up in a world where you can't make more Space Marines seems nice.
Yeah, sure. But I mean,
And I mean, that's something that Talos talks about. Like, he does go and try to help a Space Marine, and he's like, I don't have the tools. I don't have the supplies I used to have. Like, I can't do nearly as much as I used to be able to do.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure many Space Marines have died because they don't have a real apothecary on board because they don't have the supplies to do apothecaryism. Yeah, it sucks. It's a bad time.
It's a bad time. What did you think about Septimus and Octavia?
Septimus grows on you a lot.
How is he, like, written in the book? Because he talks with a very struggling Gothic accent because he's he's used to talking Nostroman.
Yep.
So how's that, like, written? Like, do you get that pace in the writing?
No, but Octavia pretty consistently references the fact that he can't remember a word, or
Yeah.
he has a hard time translating that you pick up on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're losing their what's the word? Infrastructure, you moron. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the plot is basically Talos has a vision that a piece of Nostromos is out there floating in the galaxy, and that there is a navigator on that chunk of rock hurling in the galaxy. If they go there, they'll get this navigator, and that's what they should do because prophecy.
Yeah. Because prophecy.
So they do.
Yep.
And I like that passage in the book because there's this dude. I guess he's a rogue trader. He's kind of a smaller house of a rogue trader. He's really put a ton of money into shields and guns and stuff because he's like, you never know what you're gonna run into out here in the wide dark.
This is
He's feeling pretty confident, like he can handle anything that the world throws at him. And then a friggin' space marine shows up, and he's like, "Ah!"
and like, oh, they're coming in on an attack vector. Quick, open comms. You know, we need to, like, talk to them. And
Yeah.
this is the
But it's
cold.
Night Lords. Good luck.
Right. This is the cold open that I was talking about, where it's like, oh, and then the Night Lords just killed them all, and it's like, you know, and this rogue trader put in all of his money back into his ship, maintaining the engines and ablative plating and thick layers upon layers of void shields, and they lasted 52 seconds.
And they hurled everything they had back at the ship and did almost no
Nothing.
damage. It's
Right.
Like, oh, this is very depressing.
Right.
Yeah.
Which-
so
which-
they pick up. They pick up. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that, like, the Night Lords know they're low on supplies. And this thing can't really hurt their ship. Why don't you board it and then strip it for parts, or like slaves? You know.
They're a little stupid. Night Lords are just a little.
Right. Talos didn't say not to in
Right.
his vision, so I guess they just get to do whatever they want.
He was there. He could have told him to do that. It's his party.
Right. He could, but he didn't have it in his vision. Because oh man,
He could have lied about it.
well, here's the thing: he couldn't have because he had his vision while he was
right.
still in his armor, and the Vox was open to every other Space Marine on the ship, and so everyone heard him having his visions for like 3 days.
Right. That's true. Everybody knows what it is because he's screaming it in his like fugue state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough way to have visions. Is basically lock up and be out of it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yep.
It's real bad.
So anyway, they pick up this navigator, and she's again a lower house, lower family. Right? She
Yeah.
never expected to do anything big. She was never expected to actually serve on board a Space Marine vessel or a big rogue trader or something like that.
Yep. I absolutely love Octavia coming from like a kind of down and out navigator house, because when she's down on the she's down on the asteroid, basically being like, I'm bored on the ship, I'm going for a trip down to the mining colony on this asteroid.
Right.
And that's the only thing that keeps her alive. But
Well, no.
well, yeah, because they blow up the ship.
Yeah, but you think so? You think Talos' vision included where she was?
Yeah, he says like he saw her here, and that's how he knows to keep his eyes closed, because she's like, can like they're coming. Should I try and like take off my third eyelid and kill them with my eye? And her
Right.
internal monologue is like, dude, our bloodline is so thin. I don't even know if I can do that. You know,
Right. Poor thing.
poor thing.
They always said never do it, but
But is that even a thing? Is that even
can
true?
I?
And so
And
she
then she tries it, and it doesn't work, and she's like, "Oh, it is too weak to kill anyone." And then Talos was like closing my eyes, and he's like, "Oh."
yeah. He's just like, I have my eyes closed, and I grabbed you mid-air, you know?
That was so funny. So yeah, then she gets dragged back to the ship, and we get introduced to this concept of like, for the average person in the Imperium, is getting taken as a slave by the Night Lords really that much worse?
Which is a wild thing to try and think about. That I think is the true genius of this book. A lot of books will say, living for the Imperium is just slavery and awful. It's literally the opening blurb of like every book. To live in the 41st millennium is to suffer the most terrible tyranny ever. But this book actually genuinely has you go, this character's arguing that life as a Night Lord slave is better. Like, he has more personal freedom than in his Imperial slave. And he's kind of right.
And yes, but to be fair, Talos has what I imagine is a very unique perspective on his slaves compared to other Night Lords.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, given that, like, one of the other Space Marines in his little claw, his group, is like, maybe I could borrow Septimus to fix my armor. And he's like, yeah, maybe. And then his internal monologue, not a chance in hell. Right?
And like, it's beyond utility. Because like, there's a level of this where like, if you kill your slaves, you don't have slaves anymore. You have to train new ones.
Right?
Or if you treat them so poorly, they can't fix your armor for you.
Uh-huh.
Like, I think it's beyond that. I think he actually does kind of care about Septimus as a human being.
That's the wild thing. There is like a hint of
Yeah.
personal friendship there for him, for Talos and Septimus.
Yeah.
like he's lenient with him in a way that is beyond just like, I need you to like
Master and slave.
right, like I need you to fix my shit so I don't beat you. It's he wants to know about how the previous slave dies. Can like tell us names all of his slaves: Primus, Secundus, then Trimus, and then Quatrus, and this is Septimus, and Octavia. She's the 8th. It's
And everybody always asks, what happened to the previous ones?
right, and
Yeah.
he doesn't mind. He just is like, yeah, I'll tell you. Here's what happened. I
Well,
killed
except
some
for
of
the
them,
one.
except for one. All right, that's
Except for two. He
Two.
won't talk about two.
right.
Yeah. But the one, he's like, one just got basically taken over by the warp and turned into a demon and started killing people in the ship. He
Yeah.
was gone. So yes, I killed him.
So I killed him. Sometimes they
Yeah.
die in battle, and like, oh man, Septimus is piloting Thunderhawk gunships, which is like
Yeah.
sized for Astartes to pilot, and they're all just like. There's a moment where they pick up 7th Claw from being like killed by a Titan, and they're all just like standing behind him, being like, "There's a mortal piloting this ship. Do we kill him? But he's piloting the ship. You know? He saved us, but he's a mortal and he's piloting the Thunderhawk."
And Septimus is thinking, he's like, one of these guys has got to be a better pilot than me, but none of them step forward. And he's like, shit.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason he can pilot it is because he got forcibly implanted with piloting skills.
Yeah.
Like, embedded into his brain using weird technology.
And like that's also how they implant like Artificer knowledge for him to like repair armor to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, it's not like they sent him to flight school.
No.
He just took the information and jammed it into his brain with a knife.
yeah. Yeah.
And he's a good pilot.
He is, yeah.
Freaking docks with the main ship at speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is insane. It might be my favorite part of the book. So I'm like, this is the craziest thing. Like, this friggin' spacefaring giant space legion ship is in atmosphere because they're crazy. Yeah, so that's a problem in and of itself. And then, as that's happening, we also need to dock going 8,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's a very good moment. It's a good action scene, especially with like the drama build up because the Exalted is very much in Abaddon's pocket, but he gets like word of a vision from Talos, and it's like, we need to leave now. The Blood Angels aren't 3 weeks out; they're hours away. And so he's like, ah, shit, they're right. All right, time to just put aside my allegiance for Abaddon and wanting to be his best bitch and save my men. And they're like, how can I do this? And he's like, oh, let's vent some plasma, look like we took a glancing shot that destroyed some of our engines, pretend to crash into the planet, go into orbit, into atmosphere, and just pick them up. It'll be great. And there's, oh my god, I love the little tidbit that's like, and from the human records, we were barely able to stave away the chaos because they turn to petty infighting just as fast as anything else they do, and the betrayal of the Night Lords. And it's like, oh, humans survived to write about this, and what they took away from it was that the Night Lords just betrayed the rest of the Black Legion, which is objectively kind of true. But they did. We are like, hey, you should not be doing what we're doing. We need to leave, right? we need to withdraw from the planet. And they're all just like, no. Abaddon's like, no, continue the ground forces.
Which is weird because they know about Talos. They know his visions are legit. Like, why would they not listen to him? I wasn't quite sure about that.
I think the desire to capture the Titan building facilities is just too strong.
It's a big priority, amazing target. I understand that.
Especially given that, for the most part, it is believed that the ships could destroy the Imperial Revenge Fleet. Like, the Blood Angels don't have enough ships that this flotilla should win. But the reason...
But wasn't it... There's a Vanguard fleet, but then there's a bigger one coming behind them.
Yeah, that might be it. What I took from it was that they could win the space battle, but they don't have enough Astartes just on board to prevent borders. Like, if Space Marines board Space Marine ships that don't have Space Marines on them, the borders just win, right? And so like
Right.
we could maybe kill all their ships, but it'll be a close thing, so we should retreat. And Abaddon's like, no, I think we can hold the space battle. Let's take the Titan. Let's take these resources. We need that.
Yeah. Big risk.
Big risk. Yeah. What did you think about Conrad Kurz?
Good old Conrad Kurz. Same Conrad as always. Every time he's written, he's the same. He's a sad boy. He's tormented by his own visions of the future. He's got a sadistic streak to him. So everything Night Lord really tries to straddle the line between we torture and flay and instill fear because it prevents future death and destruction. Or because it's awesome. Like, there's this line in between those two things. The actions are the same, but the intent matters a lot here.
Kind of, yeah.
So, Conrad is very much a believer in we do this because it prevents further death. Because when the Night Lords show up, everybody goes, holy shit, it's the Night Lords. We know what they're about. And they throw down their arms and they're added to the Imperium and nobody has to die.
Right.
Right. So that's the Conrad way of seeing things. But then too many of his own people just get lost in the brutality and lost in the causing of the fear and everything else and are doing it just because it's awesome. And there are no higher-minded ideals for them, right?
Right.
So he destroys his own planet.
It's essentially it, yeah. So I think the key scenes with Conrad in this book are Conrad talking to, like, he's gathered all of his favorite personnel or whatever on Sagwalsa, which is a book that gets mentioned in the Horus Heresy. And they're like, there's an assassin coming to kill me. The Imperium's sending an assassin, and I'm gonna let it kill me.
Oh, right. That whole thing.
Because
Conrad Kurz.
Why? What is death compared to vindication?
Yeah. He's like, if I die for my beliefs, then that will have more power and more reach than anything I can do in life. It's like...
Sort of. It's not so much that he doesn't think he's capable of doing things. It's very much that he believes his death will be more powerful, and because his visions of the future are a 40k, and he doesn't think he can change that. Like, he thinks he can do a lot. He doesn't think he can overcome his visions and all of that. It's a weird line and a hard philosophy to pass. The idea that you can do a lot, but it won't make a difference isn't a reason to let an assassin kill yourself.
Well, and all of his sons feel the exact same way. Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, the sons pretty much devolve into instant dipshittery the moment he dies.
That's true. Well,
there's also
yeah,
possibly one of my favorite Conrad Kurz lines, which is, the Nostromo was poisoning the Legion, so I destroyed it. Why do you think after I died, I would give a shit what happens to any of you?
That's a line.
Yeah.
Conrad, buddy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad dads in Warhammer. That's not a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like Conrad's point is that you can rule by fear and it works. It keeps the peace. And you need to be weird and sadistic, otherwise it doesn't work. And the Emperor betrayed him by telling him he was going too far, and like, you shouldn't just put entire cities to be flayed. That was too far. And he's like, from his perspective, the Emperor is proving him right by sending an assassin in the dark to kill him. And that's the vindication, that the only way the Imperium is able to keep the Space Marines in line is with fear and violence. And so what is death compared to vindication? It is the closest we're going to get to making Conrad Kurz an interesting character, and in isolation, it works very well. I think if you read the Horus Heresy books where Conrad Kurz is just mutilating Vulcan for the fun of it for 600 pages, it loses a little bit of something. It just becomes a bit cartoon evil.
Yeah,
There's
a
less.
lot of cartoon villain in Conrad Curse.
There's a lot less philosophy in that version. In the version where he's sitting around prophesizing his own death and being like, there will be an assassin called M. Shen, who I will tell you the references there in a minute if you want them.
Okay.
Who's coming to kill me. I'm at peace with this, guys. You gotta let it happen. Except for you, Salt Hunter. You're gonna disobey my final order to just let her leave and take like history back. And that's how he gets his name. That's how he gets the title Soul Hunter. He goes and tries to kill an assassin by himself.
And anyone who calls him Soul Hunter, he says, "Don't call me that."
Right. He does finally get like come to some level of like they won't stop. Same with like when they call me Prophet. So oh well. He also does get Septimus to fix his helmet to have the Soul Hunter rune attached to the faceplate every time.
Yeah. So like, what? Talos is a bunch of contradictions sometimes.
He is.
He is. Well, so here's the problem with Conrad's plan. The assassin is supposed to send the message back, right? The successful murder of Conrad Kurz and prove Conrad right, and then Talos kills her. So like, nice one, hero.
It's possible he didn't know that Talos would get her. Like Soul Hunter, not Soul Killer. It's possible. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and so Talos develops like a really deep hatred of his own legion during that time, where he's pursuing the assassin, and she's taken trophies from Conrad to prove that she killed him. And the Night Lords are like, "Those are our trophies, you fucking bitch!"
Right.
And so they're chasing her for that. They're not chasing her to get revenge on the death of Kurz.
Right. He comes to the realization that the Legion is like, you can have his head, that's fine, but his rings, his crown, his cape, those are the relics we're going to use to prove that we're the inheritors of his will within the Legion. That's how we seize power, and she took those as well, you know?
Yeah. And so it gets to a point where another Night Lord commander successfully retrieved the rings or something.
Right.
And just leaves. He's just like, all right, I got what I came for. I'm out of there. The assassin is still alive. I have no interest in getting revenge here. And Talos at that moment is like, all right, everyone sucks but me. I'm Conrad Kurz's special boy. I have the same powers he does. He confided in me all of his secrets. I'm going to avenge him when no one else wants to. And that just puts him in the spot he's in for the next 10,000 years.
Yeah.
He's isolated from his legion in so many ways, but that's where it started, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's where it was confirmed. Maybe it started sooner, but
I mean, he probably wasn't blind, but like this is definitely a relevant, like a revelation moment where he's like, they're so greedy, like they just want their trinkets, you know. Like, I feel like it's a pivotal moment for him where he's stuck with the name Soul Hunter because he didn't believe Conrad. Like Conrad was right; he's not going to disobey his final order. But then he does, and he's like, "Oh, I guess Soul Hunter is right. I wish people wouldn't call me that though, because it's a reminder of the time I disobeyed the one guy, possibly. Well, I would say Malkarion, the war poet or whatever, also got Conrad pretty well. Like they were all on the same wavelength. But it really feels like it's just Talos and Conrad, right?
Yeah. The special father-son relationship.
Yeah. So, M. Shen, would you like to know the historical reference with the name M. Shen?
I would.
Okay, so Conrad Kurz, the name I'm not sure where Conrad comes from, but there is a movie and a book called Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Which Marlo Brandon plays Colonel Walter Kurtz.
Part of Darkness, right?
Yeah. So this is about a United States Army Special Forces officer who goes crazy and rules by fear in Cambodia and Vietnam. That's Kurtz is Conrad Kurz. That's it.
Okay.
Right? So he's later killed by Martin Sheen or M. Shen. That's it. It's just a Martin Sheen reference.
Are so clever, Martin Sheen.
M. Shen.
Warhammer, you are funny sometimes.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Don't have to know that,
Don't have to,
but
but
we do.
the more you know.
True facts.
Ah.
Yeah. So, one thing I did want to ask you about
Oh, yeah.
the Exalted.
Mm-hmm.
What's his face? Who's becoming?
Vandred.
No, the one that can hear the fear.
Oh,
Syr-
Valkyrian?
Is it Valkyrian?
Yeah.
It's not Syrian.
Yeah, because
Syrian's funny.
Uzas is the one who's blood for the blood god, and they're all just
Torn.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, we get it, Uzas, shut up.
They're- That's such a great. It's perfect example of they don't know what's going on. They don't understand who the Chaos Gods are. They're just like, this guy keeps talking about blood and skulls. Shut up. We're
like-
just here to do a job, man.
They know what it is and what's coming. They're just like, oh god, could you just keep it to yourself, mate, please? It's very funny.
Insane. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the Exalted, right? They find out that the Exalted has been subsumed by a demon, or is in the process thereof, right? He can hear Vandred in there, like, pleading for help, losing his sense of self in his own body.
Uh-huh.
The demon's getting stronger,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, huh. Well,
They don't know how to do an exorcism.
I know. Okay, that's not the question, though. The question is, why is this demon so interested in still being the captain of the ship? Like, why are his concerns? He has the same concerns Vandred did. He wants to keep his dudes alive, right? He bails from the Black Legion because he wants to do that. What is this demon's goals, and why are they exactly aligned with Vandred's?
So that's the interesting thing. It's, I guess, the Exalted is constantly saying Vandred isn't here anymore. I've pushed him way deep down, and like
Yeah.
the other guy, what is it, Valkyrian, is that his name? Yeah, he's like, I can hear fear out of both of them. When we said we were going to revive Valkyrian, both of them were terrified, right? They're definitely separate entities, but there's like, I don't know, as part of the possession, they're a mingling. They had to agree on something to begin with. As far as I can tell, the thing that they both really want to do is pilot a ship. That's what they want. That's where the Exalted really excels. He just wants a ship, and he's like he's in the Covenant of Blood, and he's looking at the Night of Damnation or something. There's this other ship, and he's like, boy, imagine what I could do if I had my hands on that. You know?
It just seems out of
Like,
character for a demon from the warp to be so cool with just like, I'm a ship captain, hooray. Right?
hey man, demons are into some weird shit.
Well, give me another example of something. I don't think I've ever run across a demon who's like this.
Okay, so there's the Tattlebug, a Nurgle demon who just like spreads. Well, it doesn't spread rumors to like humans. It just like you can buy it as like an informant, from Nurgle to be like, hey, tell me some stuff about this demon over there. That's what he does.
Okay. So like, if the Tattlebug possessed someone who had an inherent love for gossip, then it'd just be like, same deal.
Well, okay, you could you can buy the Tattlebug services, and we've read a book. It's in the Dark Imperium where the bug is like, I'm going to infect this guy because he has high level clearance, and then I'm going to like get into the mission briefing with Gulliman and like the Space Marines, get information, that kind of gossip, the kind of thing that like demons care about, not like who's sleeping with who. Try to get out before I kill the host, and that's my job. But he's called a Tattlebug because I think the demon who wants to employ him has to tell him a secret, and so
That's payment. Yeah.
Kugath has to be like, tell us a secret, and he's like, well, the demon Septimus, I think he smells, you know, because he's bad at it, right?
Right. Not a good secret.
Yeah.
But I mean, but the way you explained the Vandred thing was that demon vests.
Oh, okay.
And capes over the body. But
Let me give you another example. In the
okay,
Horus Heresy, at the fall of Prospero, like where the Space Wolves come down, and the Thousand Sons all have their tutelaries that they don't know are just demons they've like signed
right.
contracts through. One of them infests the Thousand Son, and he's piloting a Titan, like with his mind. And that's
Yeah.
all that demon wants to do. He just instantly bonds with the Titan and is like, "Sweet, I'm a Titan."
Okay. Okay. So this does happen then.
Yeah.
There is precedent.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There you go.
That's really funny. All right. Oh, speaking of Titan, we didn't talk about the part where the Night Lords took a Titan down.
Right? Yeah. That's a tense moment.
It was. There are moments in this book where you're like, the Night Lords are pretty cool, actually. Look at them managing to take down a Titan.
Look at them doing
with,
stuff.
like,
A Land Raider
very-
and a ship.
a land raider and a transport.
Yeah, a transport whose main gun doesn't fire. You know.
Yeah. Piloted by a regular dude.
So, yeah, ABD really manages to write like, how would Space Marines fight a Titan? You know, even if they're down and out, and they don't have a lot of dudes or a lot of equipment. He writes a tense scene where they're like, oh my god, the action is real. Someone could die here. Everyone could die here. But it's not like they just, raised their bolters and fired pinpoint shots into its joints and it wounded it and they went up and stomped on it a little. It's believable.
Yeah.
It's a little more than just like courage and arms, bolters and blades,
Totally. Well, and they continue to complain that their talents are wasted on Titans because Titans can't feel fear, and that's their whole thing.
Same with the Sakatari. Yeah, they're like,
yeah.
Tech dudes don't have fear. We're wasted here.
Yeah, it just feels like Abaddon's just trying to kill them. Like, and that contributes to the fact that they betray the Black Legion and bail on them at the end of the book. They're just being used in ways they feel don't make any sense, one, and two, Abaddon doesn't care if they live or die and is not using them in a way that helps them to live. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a part of that is that if they were being used in a way that was effective against human people who could feel fear, the Night Lords would be in a lot less danger,
Yeah.
But part of it is just that the Night Lords don't want to have to fight real fights, in my opinion.
Fair.
Like, they're clearly capable. They're Space Marines. This isn't the Horus Heresy where, like, the civilians are killing them, with their one machine gun. But
well, that's what's funny about this book is I already have this preconceived notion that the Night Lords are garbage because of that one time they were fighting Ultramarines and it was like, one Ultramarine could kill 500 Night Lords. And I was like, holy shit, Night Lords. Have some respect for yourselves. And then the first battle in this book and they courageously wiped out an entire group of, like, regular army dudes on this ship. And I'm like...
No, it's not It's not even that. It's like Rogue Trader Personal Guard. And it's like, okay, there was like 4 of them to mind the servitors, and there were no real threat.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
And then there's another time later on when they're fighting with the Black Legion that they aboard a ship.
Right. Yeah.
Actual Imperial Guard and stuff, but they don't have any Space Marines.
Talos literally walks into a room and just screams everyone to death.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like there are moments that Night Lords really take too much pride in taking out, like, mosquitoes.
Hell, hold on. Falcon. Prey sight.
Yeah.
And as he stalks and kills 4 gangers, on a prison world. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, the Night Lords have this part to them that they take way too much pride and have way too much fun killing people that have no chance at hurting any of them.
I mean, that's kind of the thing. You don't get a lot of just Space Marines are invulnerable to regular people action because it's really kind of boring to read a lot of. But when you read it with the perception that the Night Lords are just doing it for fun because that's their shit. Talos stalking 4 dudes in a dark complex because they stole his navigator. makes a lot more sense. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's his way of warfare to like divide it, separate the pack, pick them off one by one. Even though he could walk up to them in a straight line and they could do nothing to him, they could threaten
Right.
to kill the girl, and that would be a problem. So it kind of makes sense, but he's
For
also
a hostage situation, yeah.
kind of, but he's also faster than they can move, right? Like you could just, I don't know, run and jump and land on 3 of them at once and be fine, right?
He does like a Batman, like, basically like a from the ceiling. Hey, guy. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, nice spines.
So yeah, that's the thing with the Night Lords. Like, I feel like most other legions are like, it's a job, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't take pride in it. They wouldn't take joy in it. It wouldn't speak to their very souls. It's just if they have to do it, they'll do it. But it's not the same thing as fighting other Space Marines or Tyranids or Eldar or Tau, right? Yeah.
Night Lords love an opponent who can't fight back. Like that's their jam.
Night Lords.
So what did you think about Talos having a Blood Angel sword and the Blood Angel showing up being like, the sword, give it back.
That's our sword. Give it back. I like that it's a game for him. He's like, they come for it all the time, and they never get it back. I always kill them all. Sometimes I put it in the middle of a room, and they're like, the sword, and then I kill them as they try to get it. It's great.
I like how he's even like, oh yeah, some of my brothers have even tried to fight me for the sword. I've killed 3 of them for it. So
Talos has got that sociopath in him. He's a Night Lord. He's part of the group. He can stand apart as much as he wants, but that's who he is.
yeah.
That's your introduction to Talos, is him being like, they've come for the sword again. They sent initiates? These aren't even full Space Marines. These are baby Space Marines. Oh,
Right.
no.
Right. Good stuff.
All right. That is it. Next week, we will read the second book.
Yeah, Blood Reaver. I believe you've also got short stories. Yeah,
I do.
So was there like one of those in front, or are you just getting into one now?
I read one at the end of the first book.
Okay. Was it good?
So, well,
I don't know that I've read it. I'm trying to find out what it's called.
well, here's the basic story. They are hunting for a holocron.
Oh, I think I have read this. Shadow
Yeah.
Knight or this is interesting. The Lexicanum lists Night Lords the Omnibus as having 6 things: the short story, a novel, an audio drama. How do you have an audio drama in your omnibus?
I don't think I have an audio drama.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a bit weird. But there's one where they're like, should we deploy the Legion to this world? Like, we flayed this woman for 9 days and she gave us the coordinates. And it's a recording of, like, Conrad's final...
Conrad Kurz is getting assassinated.
Yeah. It's,
But, like...
it's good, but
why?
They
never said why they want it.
But they miss their daddy, that's all. Because they're like, we'll make sure this gets disseminated to every ship in the fleet. Like,
you don't have another holocron of Conrad Kurz giving a speech at some feast somewhere?
The final moment is probably pretty important.
But it's him intentionally dying to prove a point. Like, it's not like him at his best. I don't know.
They think it's him at his best, because what is death compared to vindication? The final moments where Conrad Kurz, in the entirety of his life, was proved right undeniably, that to them, that is the best he can do for them.
Yeah, because the Imperium sure said, boy, Conrad, you were right the whole time.
Well,
we're going to put up statues for you, man.
Look, his point is the Imperium's hypocrites, right?
Yeah.
Hypocrites aren't going to be like, oh, you know what? I'm so moved by that martyrdom of the skin flail. Let me change my ways.
They're hypocrites even if Conrad Kurz doesn't allow himself to die. It doesn't change a thing.
It changes it for them.
I guess.
It changes it for the Night Lords.
They know they're right. They know the Imperium is faulty to the core because they're hypocritical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't they just be good boys like us? Like us Night Lords.
Yeah. There's a couple times in this book where they're like, torture works. Did you know that if you torture someone long enough, they'll tell you the truth? And I'm like, so
So
this messaging's a little iffy.
historically, no. Like, well, actually, technically speaking, if you torture someone, they will tell you things. There might be
Yes.
lies. They might be
Yes.
irrelevant to what you want, but they will tell you things.
They will talk. Yeah. To get the pain to stop, because that's how we work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it works a couple times in these books already. It's like, all right. I mean, part of it is Talos has mystical ability to tell if someone's telling the truth, which I guess would be handy in situations like that.
Sort of.
Because even his brothers are like, okay, we came to this stupid ice world and there's no one here. Was she lying to you? And he's like, nah, man. I used my magic power. She was telling the truth at the end before I beheaded her.
Is that a thing? I haven't read that short
He
story in
says it.
forever, but I don't remember
Yeah.
his being able to see the future as like I can divine right from lies from falsehood and truth, whatnot.
He says it, like
Okay.
whether or not it's real.
Mm-hmm.
But he chops her head off. Like, you'd think if he was worried that she was lying
Right.
to him, she'd
Keep him
he'd
alive.
keep her alive until
Yeah.
they got to the planet.
And then do it again.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, the planet that he got the holocron, but it was like there's a Calidus base here or something here, and it's like a
Yeah.
decommissioned one. The torture technically worked, but also she gave up worthless information essentially, like as a military target. Essentially, it was worthless.
Yeah. And, like, it seemed like the Calidus left the holocron there for the Night Lords to pick up at some point. They're like, we don't care about this. Here you go, man.
Right.
Which is very funny.
We've got loads of copies of this.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah. So if you end up somehow listening to an audio drama in the middle of that, we can talk. I'll be very impressed.
Okay. Well, maybe if I bought it on Amazon, it comes with some audio thing I can access.
I don't know. I'm looking at it the Lexicana, not the Amazon listing. It might just be listed here by mistake because it's a story in that it's a short story in that series, but they've accidentally included it under the omnibus.
Okay.
That might be it, but yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Anyway,
All right, good.
join us next
So-
time for Blood Reaver.
Yeah. Which will be when?
Oh, that's a good point. 2 days after normal. So yesterday, next week.
Looks good for me. Can do.
Cool. Works for me.
Okay, I'll update the calendar. You guys can update your calendars. And we'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Woo! All right, almost a 2-hour pod there. Looking good.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Okay, so that's going to be it from us. This has been Summicron and Falcon Paladin with another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour. You can join us live at twitch.tv/Summicron. You can sub out there, gift subs, footer bits, whatever you want to do to support the pod. Pretty easy to do. You can also support the pod at patreon.com/Summicron by pledging for a monthly amount. Starts pretty low out there. You can buy merch at falconpaladin.store. You can find the VODs at youtube.com/@Summicron as well if you're more of a VOD person. So thanks again for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Yo.
Given that YouTube now has a collaboration feature, it is entirely possible you can get this podcast on youtube.com/Falcon Paladin.
Oh, is that how collaboration works? That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think if I put the video as like a premiere at a couple hours, it'll be like, sweet, it'll push it to everyone who's collaborated.
I
Yeah,
didn't know it would do that. That's cool.
yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. You can also see it at youtube.com/Falcon Paladin, which is fancy pants.
Isn't that something?
Good. It is something. All right, wonderful stuff. Again, be here next week. It's going to be Wednesday North America time, Thursday Australia time. Be there, be square. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time, and